So next page.
Yes, so what we can show you here is that, first of all, 40% of the US market in the infant formula space is actually specialty formulas, which are catering the allergic and the intolerant ones. Those who are allergic to the cow milk or to the soy. And this is a huge figure. It shows actually that there is a big problem with the cow's milk consumption, because we're actually, parents are moving into specialty formulas, which are, for example, they are hypoallergenic formulas. They are actually fully hydrolyzed or semi-hydrolyzed formulations. They take the cow milk and they break it down to almost to the level of an amino acid. It's still made of cow milk, but it's a medical type of formula. So this is 40% of the US market is this type of formulas. This actually indicates that there is a big problem there. So there are more other statistics. For example, if you are looking at the allergic kids for any type of food in America, 50% of them are allergic to cow's milk. 50%. What I'm telling you here in this slide is about allergy and intolerance. It's two different things. But if you're looking only on allergy, 50% of the babies under 1 year, under 1 year are allergic to cow's milk. So there's a lot of issues with cow's milk. I'm not saying that it's not good. Some children grow very nicely on it, and lots of generations grew. But today we know that there is an issue, and we're looking for another alternative, just to have another product that will be available in the market, another source.
Understood. 那我们会想啊，因为我们刚才一上来我就提到 BABYF 它是一个植物基的，那很多人说，哎，那你们不用牛奶？刚才有说到牛奶，很多人都是，他刚才有提到说，婴儿1岁以下，根据一个调查，1岁以下的婴儿在美国50%对牛奶都是过敏的啊。那么大家可以看到，再有一个叫特殊奶配方市场，目前在美国市场占了40%。为什么会有这个需求？就是说明很多的婴儿他有2点，一个是乳糖不耐嘛，对牛奶那个不耐，一个是对牛奶过敏。所以这2块可以看出，如果是基于动物奶，就是牛奶的话，去做这个婴儿奶配方不是一个不是说不好，只是说它的市场可能40%到50%都不那么合适。那么怎么去解决这个问题？因为刚才有说，一般现在的婴儿奶就是牛奶90%，然后再加10%的大豆的一个蛋白这样子一个配方。Okay, so next page. The solution.
Yes. So ELSE is bringing for the first time in the world 100% plant-based and soy-free, of course, solution, which is currently a toddler nutrition, but it will go into an infant nutrition after we reach an FDA. And we are bringing this product. Can you move, if you want to move to the next slide?
Okay. I will say this first. 所以刚才基于牛奶不行，对吧？然后大豆不行，这2个加在一起，那都不行因为的确有一半的小 baby 婴儿，最以下的小 baby 乳糖不耐也好，对牛奶过敏也好。现在我们推出的是 BABYF ELSE 这家公司全球首家这个重磅100%植物性非乳制品，100%的是非大豆婴儿配方奶粉为此还申请了专利。Okay, so next page.
Yeah, so actually it's not only about creating a new type of protein which is plant-based, but it's also about the way we produce or the way we process the ingredients. What is done in standard infant formula all over the world, there's no other type of processing. They take the milk and they break it down into the building blocks. They get rid of some of the components like the fat, which is not used in the infant nutrition because it's not the same. So they get rid of the fat. They only take part of the protein. They get rid sometimes of the lactose. It depends. It's not a natural product. They take the cow milk, they break it down. The same thing is done in the soy, but even into a greater extent. They take the soy, they get rid of the fat, they get rid of the carb. They only keep the protein. It's done with chemicals. So those things are very artificial and super processed. You know that if you eat a processed food, it's not very healthy. As the more processed the food is, the less healthy it is. I'm not saying these formulas are not healthy. I'm saying this is a healthier solution. And it will. And when a product is as close to nature as can be, it is supposed to be a healthier or a better or a cleaner possibility for users to have. And of course, we anticipate that our babies will have that opportunity. So what we are doing is that we are minimally processing the ingredients. We are using a completely novel way of processing, which is all natural. We're using enzymes instead of chemicals. We're not changing the chemical structure of the ingredients. We're taking them as whole foods and we're keeping them almost intact once we are processing. We're doing a very mild and very gentle processing to the product. And this is the main difference.
好，那么说这个配方，那么人家的基本上市面上都是90%牛奶加10%的大豆蛋白。那么Hamilton 也有在告诉我说，这个是大多数的一个，当然现在也有40%对于特殊配方的需求。但无论哪种他们都怎么做呢？就是把这个牛奶，它还是用牛奶。但是通过提取化学提取法，比如说它不要那个 fat， 不要那个脂肪，把它给提取出来，然后它会把这个大豆里面的你觉得不好吗？你那个过敏嘛，我帮你一个个用化学的方式提取出来，所以它是非常精细化处理。那么大家也知道，越精细化处理这个东西就离 natural 的自然的就越远嘛，那它真正的营养成分就越难被人体吸收。所以Hamilton 也不是说那些配方不好，只不过现在我们 BABYF 的 Else Nutrition 这家公司的配方，它是最大限度的不去破坏一个原始的一个材质，最大限度不去破坏，而是把它能够保留更多的自然的一些成分在里面然后用他们的方法all natural 的方法，基于3种刚才提到的植物的方法，去提供更好的不容易过敏、不容易产生乳糖不耐这些问题的这么一个非乳制品的婴儿配方。So we have a lot of patent, right?
Yes. So we are also the point is to protect the special know-how and everything that we have managed to do in the past few years. So we have to be protected in order to maintain our value. We are protected in about 66 countries. And we have a very, very robust patent portfolio that is actually already granted in many of the countries that we have registered. You can see it in the top of the slide. And we don't always only have patents for infant and toddler nutrition, but we also have patents that cover adult nutrition, any type of food application. And this is also granted. You can see at the middle part of the slide, all the countries where it's already granted for adult nutrition. In the lower side, in the lower part of the slide, you can see the countries that are still pending. It's Europe, it's China, but it will come. These are really in the very advanced process to get the patent.
Got it. 专利部分大家应该会很关心因为它的技术还是要保护一下。那已经获得婴幼儿方面专利的国家是在上面我有提出有列出美国澳大利亚这些乌克兰等等，日本、韩国、智利这些。然后他们不仅是做婴幼儿奶粉 还做成人的，因为也会有很多成人相信我们观众朋友应该也有对牛奶什么都有过敏，对大豆过敏然后这是成人专利也已经申请了，然后正在等待批准的包括婴幼儿和成人的是在这几个国家当中也会涉及到中国希望我们中国赶紧推出的话，这个市场是巨大的OK Next page.
Yes. So what is the status of the product now? I'm sure many people have already noticed that we are selling the product, the toddler nutrition, in the US in our online store and in Amazon. We've already became the best seller in the first and second place in the best-selling products in our category for new releases in the Amazon. In Amazon, we are the first and second place, ranked in the first and second place for new releases for infant and toddler nutrition. So this is a real achievement, yes. And we will be starting to sell the product, the toddler nutrition, in the retail space, in the US retail space. We will be entering a nationwide retailer in the natural space right after at the beginning of the new year. For infant formula, we are in the middle of the FDA pathway. It will take at least 2 to 3 years to get there. We are also working on Europe and on other jurisdictions to create a formula that will be able to be sold everywhere. Do you want to translate or shall I continue? Because there is a lot to say in this slide.
Okay, I can translate first. 哇，我也是刚刚能够知道，他们其实在亚马逊这一块虽然他们是大家可以看到从完成婴幼儿的开放到 FDA 法规等等，包括成人营养跟6个月以上的婴儿，这都是在开发中然后他们的大规模生产已经完成，然后在网上也开始供应7月8月吧，对，今年7月8月有2次商业的生产，然后在亚马逊有推出。现在大家可以去查一下，在亚马逊上面他们这个category 下面已经是做到了第1、第2名，然后现在目前都是在美国有推广，然后美国市场的研究已经完成，然后2020年第1届也做了启动，然后做了很多社交品牌代事的一些影响力的KOI 的那些亚马逊营销活动。Okay, next page.
I know, I have more on this slide. It's a long slide.
Okay.
I have a little bit more. So just regarding some new product developments, we are working on several different products for the US, for Europe, and for Australia and China. And this will be including ready-to-feed product, and also a 6 months product under the baby food category, as well as a kids nutritional drink product. These are 3 products that we are working on, and they will be released, each one in each geography. I will show you the slide where we intend to release those products, but mainly we are going to sell in Europe in the next year, as well as in cross-border China and Australia.
Okay.
Yes, and we are producing the product in United States, and we are going to actually have additional capacity for ingredients that we are thinking of building here in Israel. There are lots of other projects that are ongoing right now.
好，刚才他有说他们现在正在做的这些，首先他的所有的奶配方都是在美国生产，不过他们也有在考虑说未来在以色列的一些配方能够去生产，然后明年他们会大规模在 Europe 欧洲然后中国大中华地区有去做推广OK.
Yes, so just about the future of the company is looking into the future with three categories that we want to play in. One, of course, is the else young, which is the infants, toddlers, and kids, where we already are playing in those categories in terms of whether we are selling this product or we are developing this product. But there will be additional adult nutrition categories, which is else complete and else sensitive. These are products that will cater, whether it's healthy adults with all types of products that are relevant, which will bring similar formulation, and the values will be plant-based, clean nutrition, and complete nutrition. Complete, that it means that it includes everything that you need. So even if it's a pasta, or it's a drink, or it's a shake, or it's a milk substitute, whatever it is, it will include everything inside, like breast milk. It will include all the nutritional needs inside. It will be plant-based, and it will be very, very clean, almost raw nutrition. And the same goes for the sensitive, those who have all kinds of sensitivities and intolerances, and so they have special dietary requirements. We will produce a special line of products for them, because our product is has some anti-inflammatory effects, and we believe that plant-based clean nutrition is much better for those who suffer from all kinds of allergies and intolerance. So this is another line that we'll be developing in the next years.
OK， 他们未来是3块啊，第一块现在已经在做了，就是小宝宝板块，有婴儿、幼儿跟儿童3块，因为婴儿、幼儿跟儿童是不同阶段的。然后是健康成年人这一块，然后他想做的是一个 complete complete 他也有做解释，是完整的一个营养素都在里面啊。然后会有一些是 sensitive 这一块，那 sensitive 就是过敏的嘛，不管你是对牛奶过敏啊，还是乳糖不耐啊，还是各种过敏源的过敏，那么这一块它会按照不同的成年人的特殊饮食需求去做这一块的一个奶粉配方。
Yeah, so here we can see the structure of the shares in the company. If that is interest of our investors, we have 94 million shares in our treasury, and we have warrants that are mainly for performance to the founders and for key persons. This is only for performance. So if the performance is not done, the warrants are not exercised. We're talking about revenue performance and about FDA milestone that will be granted to the founders if we reach those milestones. There are 3 milestones for revenues and 1 for FDA. And the rest of the warrants are from different financings that were done to investors on when you do a financing, you also grant warrants. So these are the rest of the warrants, and some of them are option for the employees. So in total, fully diluted, we're talking about 150 million shares.
OK， 好，如果对我们听到这里，对我们 BABYF 非常感兴趣，可以看一下它的这个股本架构啊。这个是截止到10月30号的一个数据呢。在外发行的股市大概是9400万，然后创始人团队关键一些人的团队大概有 warrants 大概是3200万这样的。那他刚才有说到这些 warrants 其实还没有执行，因为你每完成一个 milestone 一个里程碑，比如说你拿到了 FDA 的批文才会给你，那包括一些服务商啊、帮助融资啊、券商啊，这些都会有，以及我们员工的股权激励池，所以这个稀释后大概是1.5亿这样子。好，我们的 BABYF 它是在 OTC 有挂牌，是 BABYF。如果是多伦多加拿大的朋友，可以直接买 BABY 就可以啊。然后是我们的预测forecast。
Yeah, so we actually spoke about this. I'm talking about 2021. So we intend to launch the kids nutritional product in US in the first quarter, and then the 6 months product in France. And not sure about the US because there's some kind of regulatory thing that or issue that we need to, but it's mainly in Europe. And in Q3, we will launch a toddler product for cross-border China and Australia. This is more or less the estimates. And in Q4, we expect to launch a kids nutritional drink in Australia and cross-border China. And also, we're talking about the liquid product, but this is we don't have yet a timeline for that. So,
got it. 那我们现在说的是2020年大概的一个预计啊，他们是预计第一季度大概是在美国去 launch 一些kids 相关的产品，然后 Q2 大概是6个月以上的一个婴儿粉，在美国还不太确定，但是法国会推，在欧洲更多的一些国家，然后是第3季度是婴儿，然后是在中国，然后澳大利亚，第4季度大概会是婴儿的一个那个叫什么 drink 喝的那个产品，然后在澳大利亚，然后中国，然后他说还在准备更多的一些liquid 方面的一些产品，但是还没有放上线，这是目前的一个明年的工作计划。Okay, thank you so much. So that is.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you. It was a pleasure, and hope to see you next time in the next presentation.
Thank you so much. 好了，这就是我们今天 BABYF 一家非常非常非常有意思的一个婴儿非乳制品的一家公司，大家感兴趣可以去持续关注。好，那今天就到这里。